Certified by Weather Rate, Knoxville's most accurate forecast. This is your forecast first from the WATE 6 on your side storm team. Brought to you by Knoxville Wholesale Furniture, the furniture you want.
Well, happy Saturday, everyone. I'm meteorologist Margot Altschuler. It has been a fantastic day today, and going into the night tonight, looking at another cool night. People still enjoying the outdoors. Temperatures sitting in the upper 60s with pretty low humidity. But as we head towards the end of the weekend, going on into next week, things heat up a bit. I'll have all the details coming up.
Serving the people of East Tennessee, WATE 6 on your side news at 11 starts now.
Good evening, everyone, and thanks for staying up late with us. I'm Austin Martin. Our top story tonight, city leaders are reacting to a change of plans for a historic site in East Knoxville. WATE 6 on your side reporter Ella Wells spoke with one representative who thinks the decision not to turn this home into a parole office will benefit the development of that area.
Community concern prompted State Representative Sam McKenzie to look further into plans for the historic building known as the Sturkey Mansion on East Magnolia Avenue.
But once I found out exactly what the resource is going to be, being a parole office and also tearing down this historic structure, it just really got me involved. So reached out to the head of the commissioner for the Department of General Services and just had a really good conversation.
After that conversation and other public comments from city leaders like Mayor India Kincannon, the Tennessee Department of General Services issued a statement that the state decided not to move forward with leasing the property. They cited fire damage to the property as the main reason.
The next steps to me would be, let's find a suitable use of this facility. Let's get it safe again in terms of there was some fire damage. Let's get it back in the dry, and let's make sure that the next development involves a community.
McKenzie hopes that the restoration of the building will be one step towards more development in East Knoxville.
I'm excited about East Knoxville. I think East Knoxville is really on the precipice of doing some really, really great things. We can't go any further west, all right? So let's look back. We have the infrastructure here. This is one of our oldest neighborhoods.
He says the change in plans is also an example of successful community input with the state.
This really feels like a victory in terms of engaging with the state. Everyone talks about the state's a huge bureaucracy, but the folks in the general services, they listen, they evaluated the situation, and they made the right decision.
In East Knoxville,
I really am excited about it, the future growth of my neighborhood.
Ella Wales, WATE 6 on your side.
Thanks, Ella. Now, McKenzie also said it will be up to City Council for what happens to that building next. New at 11, emergency crews in Knoxville are investigating after a fire in the Gibbs community. That fire broke out around 1:30 this afternoon on Ridgeview Road. When crews arrived, they found one room in a mobile home involved in that fire. The occupants were all found safely outside of the home, so good news there. Rural Metro crews kept the fire from spreading. However, a majority of that home had heavy heat and smoke damage. The cause of that fire is currently under investigation. Continuing coverage tonight, 2 Tennesseans have been found safe after they were reported missing a week ago in Alaska. 50-year-old Jonas Baer and 37-year-old Cynthia Hospian were last seen hiking on a trail on August 10th. Alaska wildlife troopers said the pair was found about 200 yards from a resort they were staying at. Now, officials say that Baer was uninjured and Hospian had to go find help. Now, the pair were evaluated by EMS personnel after being found. Continuing coverage tonight, the search is still underway after 2 Knoxville police officers were shot at. Now, according to KPD, the shooting happened just before 11:30 Thursday night near the intersection of McSpadden Street and Beaumont Avenues. Now, according to KPD, the suspect was driving a maroon vehicle. He is described by police as a heavy-set male with dreadlocks. Now, if you have any information on what happened or where this person may be, you're asked to call Crime Stoppers right now at 865-215-7165. Now, Knoxville police are also reminding people that tipsters could get a cash reward in this case. Now, Police Chief Paul Newell saying in a statement, quote, "It is incredibly fortunate and only by the grace of God that one of our officers was not injured or killed." Turning now to another big story tonight. It is a very nice start to the weekend so far, but Margot, that hot and humid weather that we're so used to here in East Tennessee in the summer, It's coming back pretty soon.
Yeah, Austin, it is making a comeback now. Over the past couple of days, we have seen fantastic conditions, really picture-perfect conditions, with temperatures in the low 80s, low humidity. But as we go into the night tonight, this will be the last night where we actually see temperatures below average. A look outside right now from Market Square, a lot of people out and about, still enjoying the evening. But as we head towards tomorrow, things do change. We're right now sitting in the low 70s, upper 60s, 69 in Maryville, 72 in Knoxville, 69 in Tellico Plains, 70 in Athens, and 65 in Crossville. Look at our sweatcast right now. It's actually quite comfortable outside. You can see a lot of green on this map, a little muggy in some locations, but hey, it's still rather fantastic humidity-wise. As we go into the night tonight, it is going to be cool, but heat and humidity do greet us as we go into our Sunday, so make sure you're staying hydrated and cool, especially as we head towards the rest of the week, because things are getting a lot toastier. Coming up in my full forecast, I'll have more details on just how warm we're going to get and how you can battle this heat. Austin.
Thank you, Margot. 2 people in Knox County, Kentucky have been arrested after a video was posted to social media where one person was harming an animal. 20-year-old Gabriel Messer of Barberville was arrested on Tuesday and charged with second-degree criminal animal abuse. Now, Knox County deputies were able to identify Messer as the suspect from his tattoos. Now, Messer admitted to stabbing a cat. A juvenile was also arrested for filming the incident. In addition to Messer's current charge of second-degree criminal abuse, he is charged with second-degree cruelty to animals as well. Now, he is also charged with third-degree criminal mischief. Additional charges are possible as there were other animals in the home, one of which was found with a similar stab wound. During years now, animal shelters around the nation, including here in East Tennessee, are feeling the pinch over overcrowding. Now, Young Williams Animal Shelter is telling us that they are at a crisis capacity. Now, the center has had a recent influx of animals coming in, and that is a big reason the shelter is offering free adoption fees this weekend only for animals 6 months and older.
We are at crisis capacity right now, and we are taking in an average of 50 new animals every day. And so we really are calling on the community to step up and help us.
Every adopted animal receives a veterinary exam, spay or neuter surgery, standard vaccination, and a microchip with registration. Now, all adopters will still be screened and vetted before approved to take a pet home. Rusty Wallace and Glenn Jacobs hosted a Ride for the Kids event today, starting at the Rusty Wallace Honda dealership in North Knoxville. Now, the ride is raising money for the East Tennessee Children's Hospital. From 9 until noon today, there was a pre-party at the dealership. There are also plenty of fun activities for the kids, their families, plus DJ Sterl the Pearl was there providing live entertainment for those in attendance. Mayor Glenn Jacobs said it's amazing to see how this event has grown over the past few years.
This is just amazing today. I think this is the 5th annual year. Last year, Rusty got involved for the first time. This year, he and his folks with the Rusty Wallace Motor Group decided to just blow it out, and man, they did. It's just amazing. It's really amazing to see how it's grown over the years. We expect to raise over $100,000 today for Children's Hospital.
For a great cause. Now, the event was open to all, whether or not they were taking part in today's ride. Now, folks even had the opportunity to meet NASCAR Hall of Famer Rusty Wallace. Today, officers with the Knoxville Police Department teamed up with KCDC to give away rejuvenated bikes to those in the community. KPD and KCDC teamed up with the Kickstand Community Bike Shop to give away these bikes at the Change Center in East Knoxville. Now, some of the children are getting their first bikes ever at this event and getting lessons from the officers and the other volunteers. According to one of the officers, the kids were excited, and for KPD, it's a way to give back.
Just happy. The joy on their faces, I mean, receiving a bike and being able to just get out and have fun outdoors. It's the other side of this job. So oftentimes when the police show up places, it's for unhappy occurrences, when people need help or when there's tragedy or death or things that aren't happy when these kids see us. And this is the side that we like, to be able to give back to the kids and give them joy and happiness.
Now, this is just a small part of what KPD Chief Noel's planned for more community outreach by officers. New at 11, the East Tennessee History Center hosted its second annual History Hootenanny today. Now, in conjunction with the Knox County Public Library's Clarence Brown Film Festival, the event is a celebration of East Tennessee history and film. History Hootenanny showcases the best of the History Center and their partners. This event is also a way for kids to get access to hands-on learning of history.
I think being able to get hands-on with any sort of objects or history or even making art that represents history is really important and kind of fills a gap in education since.
There were plenty of activities for all to enjoy at today's event. Now, there was live music, a used book sale, walking tours with the Knoxville History Project, and even genealogy classes. Right now, a hurricane is bearing down on the California coast. Still to come at 11, where the impact zone is expected and why the now Cat 2 storm is still a major concern for millions of Americans. Plus, Trump indicted, press conference canceled. Why the former president is pulling out of a media appearance amid legal challenges.
And weather-wise here in East Tennessee, we are expecting to see things get a lot hotter going into next week. I'll have more details on just how hot we're going to get and how you can battle this heat.